All right, we should be back on. I gotta stop violating the policies, man. I really gotta stop violating those policies. All right, we back now? We good? Everybody back? Little Scottish scammer gets all the blame. Yeah, he does. Yeah, it's only certain YouTubers. It's only the big channels, like the big names. Like, they must have had millions of views on that. So, that's why we can't watch that one, apparently. But it's all good. I'll wait till everyone gets back in here, because I did show the picture. I got back. I didn't know. I showed the picture. I don't know if you guys saw it. I showed the picture to you guys. Back when I was a fuck boy. Back when I was a fuck boy in my 20s. I was a go-getter, man. I mean, I still am. Crowd imitates tennis player loud grunt.
One of the things I think is going to be... There's plenty of screaming during the rally. It's not coming from the fans.
It's almost as though she's mid-bet for Sabalenka.
I think that's rather ironic.
Please.
Yeah, oh dear.
It just as a courtesy for the players, please.
I think the umpire needs to just...
DMP Killers, what is up, man? Everybody back? Where's everybody? Is everybody back? Let me see. I had to get rid of the old one. All right, we are live. I didn't even put the same stuff in the video because I have to go copy a link and put it in. I just wanted to get live again. How are we doing? We back? Everybody back? We back yet? Where are we at? Where's Mr. NC? Where is Hwang? Where's everybody? I see Glenn Miller's here, Moonshot's here, John One is here, DMP Killers is here. Missing a few other people, and then we'll get back to it. What is this?
This morning I woke up with a slack-jawed, poopy pants mentality. I've been traveling an awful lot, kind of wore down a little bit. I believe in taking days off. I think days off are real important for recovery and all that stuff. But I don't believe in taking days off because your mentality is just feeling sorry for yourself. I deserve this, or I've earned that mentality. And that's what I was saying to myself. Today's self-talk was horrible. So we have, we all have one voice, and that one voice is very powerful that says, hey, you've earned this, you deserve this.
No, you got to keep going, man. Just got to keep going. Dan Pena, we are screwed. XRP pump or nah? Off your skinny ass. I wasn't skinny. And no, nothing like that was happening. All right. Wait until this breaks. Higher high, higher lows. That's what we like to see, ladies and gentlemen. Higher highs and higher lows. I want to get block in here too. Let's get block in here. All right, we got block back. This one, however, is not higher highs and higher lows. I could have made a mistake at my entry point. However, I mean, if we put this on the daily, I mean, look at this. Look at this on the daily. What better entry point can you get here? What better entry point can you get? I mean, oh, ladies and gentlemen, I did do something. I want you to know. I did do something. And I want to show you what I did.
World.
I did get the Udemy course. I did buy the Udemy course. There's 12 hours left at the $14.99 price. It's a $90 course. It used to be cheaper too. I think there was a time where you could only got it for like a few dollars. But I did buy this course. I do have the Udemy course from the Bearable Bull because I just wanted to see what it was. And you know what? For $14.99, when he started this course to where he is today, it is totally worth it. It's the Bearable Bull's investment crypto lifestyle from the beginning all the way to where we are today. And I cannot just show it to you guys on screen because that wouldn't be right. And I cannot just leak stuff out of it. But I can say that me and him we have the same main crypto that most of our money is in. Let's put it that way. That's all I can say. And I think you guys should know that from his YouTube videos anyway, that his main crypto. I just can't give you the other cryptos that he really likes and that he's invested in. I can only give you mine. And the ones me and him agree on, I can tell you those ones. But I just can't give you the other stuff because that would not be good. That would not be moral or ethical if I did that. You know? So do you guys want to see the picture now? You guys want the picture? Who wants the picture? You guys want to see the picture? You ready for it? You ready for it? You ready? Here it is. Back in the day. There you go. That was back in a different kind of time. That was a different kind of time back then. That was the photo shoot for that escort company that I was gonna work for. One of the pictures. Fuck boy. Fuck boy. Yes, I definitely was back then. A long time ago. Yep, you guys got to see it. You guys got to see it. There it is. Back in the day. All right. Let's check in with some cryptos here. You guys are funny, man. GLMR is his latest pick. What did you say on BTC to 60,000? Well, let's go to Bitcoin. Well, 60K is above the middle of the 702. So if it makes it past 55 and 58, I mean, there's a lot of people who think the leg up is going to bring us into $100,000. However, there's a lot of people who also believe that we're only going to go into the 618 or the 702, possibly the 786. And that could be a long, grueling process, or it could happen swiftly. The thing that makes me believe that it could happen sooner than later is this volatility. It's not like this. Let me show you something. It's not like we are doing this right now, moving sideways for 7-8 months, okay? We are in volatile moments. We are being volatile, which means that it can happen. There is a good possibility that something crazy is going to happen because of how volatile this is being. There's stuff happening. There's crazy stuff happening in the market. What was your pimp's name? I can't give you guys the name of the company. I can't do that. Been pimping since pimping. Whoa. What is up? What is up, USMC? Laters. But I can say this. We did move from 72 cents all the way to 84, 85 cents, okay? We recovered most 90% of the move, okay? We're holding right now. We're holding the 74 to 7, so 74 and a half cents to 75 cent area. We are currently holding it. If we come back down to 72, then it won't be a good look for the move that was just made, okay? Because if you take a look at this move, look at this, see this? Then the move all the way up, and we came back about half of that and then stayed up. You see that? We never came down lower. I would like to see that happen here. And if that's the case, then we're definitely higher highs, higher lows, and looking to make a huge move to the upside. So we just got to wait and see and keep an eye on it. And that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. Blocktopia, I thought, was a great buying opportunity at less than 1.5 cents because, look, it's at the bottom of the 236. It is at the bottom of the 236. And that, to me, is perfect buying opportunity. And I picked up a bunch at 0.0147. Pretty much right here is where I bought it. I bought it right here at 0.14. Wait, hold on. Oh, geez Louise. This is where I bought. This is where I bought it. So it's down a little bit from where I bought it, which is fine. I mean, whatever. Yes, it did go down so far as the shooting star said so. But we are getting on the move down right now. We're getting multiple shooting stars. 1, 2, 3 shooting stars. We're printing a bunch of shooting stars on the hourly. And if we go to the daily, we can see that we are getting a lot of pressure to go down. See, the thing is, when people think of buying and selling and price demand, if you think selling pressure is what's pushing something down, you have to understand that in order for something to sell, there has to be a buyer. So if there's a lot of selling going on, there's a lot of buying going on as well, okay? But the one thing also is that if someone puts in a sell order and someone puts in a buy order here, and the closer they get to each other for it to actually take place, for the sell order to kick off and the buy order. So if there's a ton of buy orders here, or there's a ton of buy orders here, so if this makes its way and triggers all of this, then you got a bunch of buying. It might come down and grab this as well. And when that happens, you can get this cascading effect to where, oh, it just keeps going. And then boom, you have a bunch of orders set up here to sell. The way the market works, and as far as candles are concerned, like shooting stars and price goes down, or you get to the top of a price reversal and then you see a shooting star, and then it's possibility price is going to go down. There's also times where shooting stars end up being bullish, where price just rockets straight up as a fake out. And you just have to adapt. You have to constantly adapt to this. Constantly have to adapt. Blocktopia. Man. I cannot believe I'm getting this at less than 1.5 cents. I love it. Blockchain backer. Great news for Ripple. Inflation expectations for Bitcoin. Really? Is that what's going on? Let's get into the XRP price chart a little bit. I want to put it on the daily. Let's get into the daily. Did you guys want to see the picture one more time? Last time I'm showing the picture and then I'm putting it away. Hey, look at your boy back in the day. Back in the day. Huh? Man, that was a long time ago. This was like 10 years ago. Back when I was doing a different kind of lifestyle. All right, we're putting that picture away forever now. All right, we're putting that away forever. Let's check in with the BCB.
The latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. Welcome to a new week. In today's video, we're going to take a look over here at the Bitcoin price chart and talk about the altcoin market. Of course, we had a lot going on over the weekend or the end of last week with Ripple and the SEC. So we'll peek over there at the XRP price chart, which I made a thread about over there on Twitter last.
That's back in my fuckboy days at the photo shoot. back at the photo shoot many years ago when I was doing different stuff.
Friday. This is one of those videos where there's like so much to talk about. It's like, how do I put it all into one video, or do I just kind of break it apart? We'll see how much I can get into this video, and maybe I'll have to break it up into two. But to start things out, Bitcoin still remaining in the same price areas it's remained at, still ranging in here. Currently at 38,867 as I record at this moment. I posted about this over here on Twitter regarding Bitcoin. Here are some examples of how retraces commonly play out. Some charts are inverted for consistency on the screen, which is easier on the eyes.
Oh, and real quick, since I got everybody in here, can you believe that XRP Veil blocked me on Instagram just because I disagreed with him on something? And I was nice about it. The man blocked me. See, when you tell the truth and you make more sense than somebody else, they get angry. The truth always angers people. It's so weird.
The excitement will likely fade for Bitcoin during this time. If it's anything like 2018, which is my guess, they'll chase yield in the altcoins. And of course, this is nothing new to you guys. I've shown these many, many times over here, but I got 4 different charts right here showing what they look like in these kind of longer and grueling retracement styles. If this is what Bitcoin does end up doing. And we've got the current Bitcoin price up here at the top. And then, well, you can see down in here, you got Bitcoin's reversal structure inverted from the bottom of 2018. You've got XRP inverted.
Yeah, he blocked me, man. He should have grabbed a screenshot, Orlando. You're terrible. Yeah, look. Look at this. Look. Instagram user. This is XRP Veil. This is us. We used to talk and everything was great. Instagram user. Look at this. XRP Veil. No posts. 0 posts. It's so sad. I couldn't believe it. Because he said homelessness is up. Homelessness is up. It's on a rise. The dollar's going away forever. It's crashing and it's going to go away. And I'm like, homelessness has been up for thousands of years. And the dollar is the first time it's ever been a world currency that we've had one. And you think it's just going to go away? I'm like, I don't think you understand how brilliant the Federal Reserve is and how big the dollar is. I said, we might have a digital dollar, but cash isn't going anywhere. US dollar is not going anywhere. And he did not like that. And he blocked me.
After the SEC sell-off, and then we've got the inverted gold and silver ratio down here. And if we take a closer look over there.
I know, we're in a generation of boys, men to boys. It's ridiculous. We can't just be mature. Like, if one of you guys disagreed with me, that's fine. We're here to be able to disagree and talk it out and get to some conclusion. Because I tell you what, one of us is definitely right and one of us is definitely wrong. And I'm okay with that. I can admit to being wrong all day long. If I'm wrong, that's great. I want to know what's right. I want to understand what's right, and I want to move forward. People want to be stuck in ego and pride, and it's going to take you down. Pride and ego is going to take you down.
At Bitcoin from back in 2018 and 2019, you can see there was even one more push down in here. My thoughts are, when we had the whole news narrative that came out and the whole climatic event back in late February, and there was a sell-off everywhere. We know that the Dow Jones went on and hit a wave of equal length at the same time as Bitcoin was falling. My thoughts are probably that was it down in there. Really makes any really big difference, but that SEC lawsuit pertaining to XRP and heading back into retracement levels, that's the most optimistic thing we can look for the altcoin market compared to the things that we've seen happen before in 2018.
I know, man. They're sensitive. People are so sensitive. And you know what? It's a place where real truth cannot make it to the top of the cream. And it's so weird. And when people hear the truth, they don't like it. Orlando, social media has created a world where people only ever hear from like-minded individuals and organizations. People don't know how to argue. They don't know how to have a conversation. They don't. It's created a world where only like-minded individual, and then they all get together and they all think they're right, and then they're rah, 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 and then boom, they get to the top and get smacked down by the powers to be. Like, yo, know your place. That's the problem these days, is people don't know their place. You need to know your place. You really need to look at your life from the outside and know your role, know your place. I know my place. I know my place. I'm going to walk into a mall to walk around, and I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm not going to be rowdy and making it unpleasant for others. There's little kids with families walking around. Why am I going to be on the phone? Oh, you stupid fucking bitch, blah, blah, blah. Be mindful. There's little kids around. There's families walking around. People think that they're all that matters. Newsflash, you do not matter. Okay? Be mindful. Be respectful. Have integrity. Because ego and pride is going to take you somewhere you're not going to like to be. Please, ladies and gentlemen, get rid of your pride. Get rid of your ego. Live life. Live life. Stand up for yourselves, okay? But if someone strongly disagrees with you, take a breath. Think about it. Because you could be wrong. And you don't want to live wrong. You want to live right, okay? Agree. Dollar's not going away, but it's staying the world reserve. Yeah, exactly. The XRP is going to come in. We're going to have the world bridge asset. Okay, the dollar's not going anywhere, but I can tell you what, I told you guys a million times, I strongly believe that the U.S. government has been in with XRP and Ripple since the very beginning. I wholeheartedly believe that. Why did the U.S. government send Rosie Rios and other people from the Treasury? Why would they ever take a job with Ripple? There's a reason. Okay, I believe the U.S. government has been in with Ripple since the beginning. SEC is a corporation inside of the government. The government's a corporation, okay? So little corporations like the SEC and other parts of the government, Treasury, there's little parts of the government, and they're separate. So if the SEC took action, that's just a part of the government that took action. That doesn't mean the rest of the government is okay with it. It's a good thing. And I tell you what, this crypto right here is going to make a lot of people a lot of money. And just because we're all here, all 18 of us in this chat right now, and we're all talking about XRP, doesn't mean that everyone knows about XRP. Doesn't mean that people just getting into cryptocurrency, all they know is Bitcoin and Dogecoin. A lot of them only know what Dogecoin is. A lot of them only know what Dogecoin is. How funny is that? But the thing is we have done the research. We've seen the world adoption. We see the team at Ripple. We see all the banks, all the partnerships, all the payment rails using XRPL, the ODL. It's huge. It really is huge. And the fact that we've come to that conclusion and that we've been getting it since on this channel from 50 cents, 50, 60, 70 cents, 80 cents, we've been getting it under $1 for a long time, and we are very, very lucky. So consider yourself lucky. Don't be prideful. Don't have an ego. Just because someone doesn't agree with you doesn't mean they have to go away forever. I mean, it's such a joke. But yeah, XRP Veil, he blocked me for not agreeing with him. It's, you know, it's so funny. Matty G treated me like garbage and talked so much shit to me because I wasn't going to put all my money into Doge GF. And he's just called me a bunch of names and said, you're going broke, loser, this, that, the other thing. That's why I don't talk to Matty G anymore. Because he was never a real friend and he showed me his true colors. I am my own man, okay? I don't follow. I'm not a follower. I don't do what people say. Okay? Be your own man. Be your own woman, whoever you are. Do your research. And figure out what you're going to do. Don't do what people say. That's what I don't do what people say. I don't follow. I'm not a follower. I never have been. And anyone in this channel is definitely not a follower. You guys, I can tell. Think for yourselves. All right, let's get back into it.
It was into that ABC correction that we saw a big rise over there. XRP had a nice little pop, just a little pop over there last Friday. I've discussed this structure happening over here for XRP for quite a long time, comparing it to Bitcoin to show how we've had a crash, retrace back to 618, reaccumulation back down at the lows, and we've just kind of been paused out in here.
All right, and you can see we're looking at the same chart, but I'm going to pause it on the blockchain backers chart because you can see where stability was found down here at 51 cents. And then we came up. This is the year-long triangle we've been in. The reaccumulation came all the way down again to about 55, 54 cents. And then we shot up 92 cents down. We're working around. I really believe that this is getting ready, to bring us right back up again, because do you see this dotted line that goes through like this diagonally? It's funny how perfect this line plays out, because look up here. Boom, tap, tap, tap perfectly. It's resistance, then support, resistance, support, support, fall through it, boom, hit it as support. And I really believe that we are about to go up and start moving, and things are about to change, ladies and gentlemen.
Little bit of a pop taking it up on Friday with some great news over there in the Ripple and SEC lawsuit pertaining to XRP and how the case is developing there against Ripple, in which a big ruling that we've all been waiting for in this case came down, in which Judge Torres denies the SEC motion to strike fair notice defense. And essentially, Ripple has argued that they were never given any fair notice as to what they were doing was selling securities. And the SEC argued that they should have known that they were selling securities and that they're not allowed to use that defense. This battle has been going on for a year at this point, at least a year. And finally, the judge ruled in favor of Ripple and against the SEC, granting Ripple the ability to use the fair notice defense, or denying the SEC's motion to strike the use of the fair notice defense. So this was a monumental victory for the entire cryptocurrency market, especially for a lot of the altcoin market, because now they're all going to have the ability to lean back on this case and point to it if the SEC ever comes after them and say, look, in SEC versus Ripple used the fair notice defense and the judge denied the motion to strike the fair notice defense. We want to be able to use it too. So this was a monumental victory for really everybody, not just for...
And that's called creating a precedent. That is called creating case law. And only the cryptos that did what XRP or what Ripple similarly did, only they will be able to use the case law and the precedent. The ones that did things differently, had ICOs, stuff, they won't be able to use that precedent.
Ripple, not just for XRP, but a huge moment. Jeremy Hogan thought so too, saying boom, and I don't use that term lightly. The SEC's motion to strike the fair notice defense is denied. This is the one I've been waiting for. Now the SEC has something to lose. So, we're all waiting for a settlement to happen in here, right? We want to see XRP deemed a non-security, at least in its current form. We can get it listed back on exchanges. And talking more about that Ripple stuff, it probably needs a more dedicated video than me just kind of covering.
And it 100% needs a more dedicated video, and that's what we're doing here on the live stream. So here we are talking about XRP. We got it on the daily right now, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to talk about it. So if you got something to do and you're not going to be able to stick around for this, well, rewind it, watch it later, whatever you get to do. DogeF Trillionaire, I like the Crypto Crew University vids that he does on the Gaussian channel in Golden Zone and Stochastic RSI. I don't pay for his stuff, but I do use similar charts. Okay. All right. And ladies and gentlemen, everyone that's here right now, I did buy the Bearable Bulls Udemy course. Okay. Only because it is 100% worth it. Okay. Let me show you. I'm not going to show you his course, but what I am going to show you is this, okay? The Bearable Bull, this is Udemy. For 12 hours left, it's $14.99, and then it's back to $90, 89 bucks. However, here's the thing. From when he started the Udemy course a long time ago to where we are currently, $14.99 is a great price for somebody who has been dabbling in this market and uploading everything he thinks ever since. It is so much information. And when I'm looking at the prices of, you're seeing XRP at 20 cents in his course, you're going through the documents, you see Ethereum down to like a few $100, you see Bitcoin down to 10 grand as you're going through the course and looking at what he did and the different coins and how the different coins changed a little bit and what his top 10 are right now and the percentages he holds in each. It's really cool. And to me, it was worth it. And I went on and I bought it and I skimmed through it last night. And I was like, man, you know, it's good to know that me and him are pretty much on the same page when it comes to the cryptos we believe in. And I mean, there's a few that me and him are different on. But other than that, our main coin, obviously XRP, is what we both hold most of our money in. So it's good to know. And it was great to do. Back into XRP, we're going to take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen, and we are going to pull a fib on the local high. We're going to do a small local fib, which is right here, and we're going to see where we are at here. All right, let's take a look. This is a small. Now, when I say local, it means wherever we currently are, the candle we're on, the most local high and low. So I'm pulling a fib and we can see that we snapped up from 0 above the 236. We went straight up to the 618, came right back down to the 236, came right back up to the 786, and now we are sitting on the 50 EMA, which is a great place to be sitting, and a tricky place at that. A tricky place at that, because anything happens from the 50 EMA. Rejections happen from the 50 EMA, and then blast offs happen from the 50 EMA. So the things that can happen from here are grand, and that's what we're going to break down on smaller time frames as well right now. How long does $15 get you? The whole course, everything. Anything he posts in the future for life and anything from the past, you get it all. It's a one-time fee. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me check real quick before we get... All right, we're going to take a quick break from the XRP. We're going to get right back into the XRP breakdown. Just let me look at this real quick.
World of
It doesn't say, but I was under the impression it was a one-time fee. So this is not monthly. I believe it's a one-time fee. I believe the Udemy course is a one-time fee. That's what I believe. All right, let's get back to XRP. Patreon, I know, is a monthly thing. Patreon. However, I think his Udemy course is a one-time fee. All right, back into it. So we took this is a local Fibonacci chart graph, and we've placed it over the price, the local high and the local low, from February 4th to the current March 14th, okay? I paid once and have had access for over a year. There you go. It is a one-time fee. It's an amazing price. Great price. I remember, I think it used to be like $2 or $3 like last year for a little bit. So here we are currently sitting on the 50 EMA. You can see we've shot all the way up past the 786. We've come all the way down to the 236 and below, back up to the 786, and now we are sitting on the 50 EMA. It says full lifetime access. Check C. All right, cool. Thank you so much. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. So what happens from here, ladies and gentlemen? What happens from the 50 exponential moving average? This is what we're going to talk about right now. There are 5 hours left to this daily candle that we're currently on, and it's currently presenting itself as a doji. Now, the thing is you see this long vector candle right here. You see this long vector candle. The fact that this candle printed and then we went up more and now we're coming back down and sitting right here, we're pretty much a little past the halfway point of this vector candle. And it came all the way down to about 90%. However, it didn't continue further. It did not continue further down, which means there is still liquidity sitting right in this vector candle, right in this zone right here. So anywhere in here, there is still liquidity sitting in this area. Are we going to tap it? Are we going to move back in and tap it down to the 72-cent range, 73-cent range? This is what the day is going to tell us. Because when we came all the way up to 92 cents and snapped all the way back down to 62 cents, a 30-cent difference, ladies and gentlemen, 30-cent difference, and then all the way back up, you can see that we're coming down, we're coming up, not all the way. Then when we come down, it's not all the way, and it's just getting smaller and smaller and smaller. However, the thing that we have on our side right now is the fact that we sit on the 50 EMA. And anything, like I said, anything happens from this area in the chart. Anything. The movements that you always look for, let's get rid of this. The movement you always look for in charts, how money moves, is W formation, moves up, retraces, goes higher, level 1, retraces, goes higher, level 2, and then peak formation, level 3, and then back down. And then does it all over again. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Elliott waves. This is how money moves, just like this. Now, what happens from the 50 EMA? This could take the rest of the 5 hours of the candle. We could just close here. Now, how do you figure it out? You bring it down to smaller time frames. Now, we are going to go down to the 4-hour chart. Here's the same area, except it's on the 4-hour now. So what can we see? We can see we have our zone, which is the rest of this vector candle right here, where there's still liquidity sitting, where players were trapped to go short. 1, 2 hammer candles we can see. So we have the liquidity sitting in here. We have a hammer candle here, which are bullish. These are bullish signals that price is going to return back up. And the fact that we did not close the entirety of this vector candle means that we could still move up from here if we stay out of this zone. So that is what is going to teach us how price is going to move if we stay out of this zone. Now we keep moving down. Let's go down to the 1 hour now. Now we're going to move down to the 1 hour. This is how we figure it out. So we move down once again, and we can see that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 Elliott waves. And then we have bottom peaks, W formation. So the fact that we've stayed out of this zone and we are forming W formation says that there's a good chance we could come up past the 50 EMA, retrace to it, and take off. However, the second leg of the W is lower a little bit than the bodies of the first. And that's usually a sign you take into consideration. And what you want to do is take all the signs and put them together, and then you get the answer or your best educated guess of where to go from there. So we came up, we slowly fell back down to about 90% or 80% of the entire move, and we held right here at 74.5 cents. We held. Now, we're going to move down once again to the 15-minute time frame, and this is how you do it. You keep moving down. Now let's get rid of this, and let's take a look at the entire move on a even smaller time frame. So you can see we shot up, boom, all the way to 85 cents, and now we held right here, 77. This point has a lot of support, so we are going to mark it off. This is a lot of support right here. Then we fell down right here, and then we found support once again right above the support in the back, which are the peaks right here. Became support on this side. So we've went all the way from the daily chart, and we're working our way all the way down because we want to see the movement on the lower time frames. And one of the biggest things that I see is we see caps here, and we see big caps here, big W formation here happening. So until we break above on these lower time frames, we need to just hold this zone above 74.7, 75 cent area, this area right here. We just want to hold above this. If we hold above this and we bring it back to the hourly, let's get rid of everything now. Once this 50 EMA works its way over, if we break above the 50, retrace to it, in continuation, the point that we pass the local high that we create is going to be a strong entry point for people who haven't entered the market yet. That is a very strong entry point, and that is what we are waiting to see. Once that happens, you can hold a strong position. But for the people like myself who are holding and dollar cost averaging, I'm holding a bunch of XRP, and I only buy when the price goes lower, and I don't sell because this is where I'm waiting for the big move, you know, $3, $4, $5, $10, $20, $50, $100, $1,000 XRP, right? We're hodling for the long run. That's why the hodl badge, if you're a member of this channel, is the first badge you get next to your name for the first month. So when we have already set the weekly range, the weekly high and the weekly low. So that has already been set, and now we're going to see how the rest of the week plays out. Tonight is going to be a big night when Australia, Tokyo, and Hong Kong open up their stock markets and their banks for the day. We are going to see how the next hour and a half plays out for New York and the States. And then we're really going to know what's going to be happening with price. So be patient, pay attention, wait to see if we break below the move that we make over here. This is the move that we have not tapped. The entire move that we made up, we've already retraced all the way down to here so far. So this is open for grabs. If we do not come down and tap this area of liquidity, then we are more than likely going to continue higher, making higher highs and higher lows. And the point that we are going to be looking out for is look back in the chart and look for the area. Look for the area above. So it is going to be here. This is going to be the area that we are going to be looking out for. Right here. This is it. So once that happens, if we do not come down and grab liquidity out of here, and we do not break lower into this area down here, over here, then we are more than likely going to be tapping into this area if we break above the weekly, the daily highs. That's pretty much it, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're keeping our eyes on. That is what we are keeping our eyes on. That is going to tell us how things are going to play out. Let's take a look at Blocktopia. Man, I was a little off on this buy. However, getting it at this price at the 0.14, I got it at 0.147, which is a great buying opportunity, because when I bought this, and everyone else who joined me was over here at 4 cents, it broke up to 18 cents. We made 4 times our money, sold, and now look, it's back down to less than. We bought this at 4 cents in October. We bought this at 4 cents. I bought a ton of this at 4 cents, and it went to almost 18 cents. And I sold it all and made 4 times my money. And now we are back down. I haven't bought any more until the other day, where it was under 1.5 cents. Great buying opportunity. Why? Because I feel like we've been slowing down here and then here, and I think a little under 1.5 cents is where it's at, and we're still at 0.0138, 0.014, which to me is a great buying opportunity. At anything in the 236 area is a great place. But yeah, under 1.5 cents. I've waited this long for this, and now I just bought a bunch of it. And I'm going to wait again to see when we cruise higher up to the next zone, hopefully around 25 or 28 cents, and then going to make a 25x on my money and sell. That's my plan. Not financial advice for all of you, just letting you know what I'm doing. Just letting you know what I'm doing. If you guys are gonna follow, do the same thing, I mean, let me know. Let me know what you guys are doing. So the 3 coins that I am involved in is currently XRP, XLM, and I just took a nice position in Blocktopia. Because if you wanted to take this same position a few months ago, it would have cost you around $6,000, $5,500 to get 30,000 of these tokens. And it only cost me 400 and change just now to get 30,000 tokens the other day. And still, today, you'll get even more for the same price. Todd B, what is up, man? You want me to check out Phantom? You want me to look into it? All right, I'll check Phantom out. Also, API 3 took off as well not too long ago. Phantom currently at $1.07, had a high of about $3.30. Currently sitting at $1.07. Phantom is a new DAG-based smart contract platform that intends to solve the scalability issues of existing public distributed ledger technologies. The platform intends to distinguish itself from traditional block ledger-based storage infrastructure by attempting to employ an improved version of existing DAG-based protocols. The Phantom platform adopts a new protocol known as the Lachesis protocol to maintain consensus. Oh, okay, that's what it does. Nice, man. Phantom is definitely at the bottom of the 236. So anyone who's a fan of this project, of course, this would be a great buying opportunity. Has a max supply of 3 billion, a circulating supply of 2.5. Pretty much the whole supply is in circulation, and has a market cap of 2.7 billion. Not bad. Not bad. Let's check in with BitTrue. I want to take a look at WadsPay token. I want to take a look at Legacy token. Todd B, no problem, man. No problem, bro. Good to see you. Let's check in with WTK. Because WadsPay just went from 4 cents to 16 cents. So anyone could have just quickly made 4 times their money, and is creating this little bull flag. I wonder if it's going to break higher. Man, I wish I got some at 4 cents. I really, really do. Because I've been watching WadsPay, and the things that's happening over in India, WadsPay token could be huge. For those of you who don't know about WadsPay token, I've been talking about this token for a long time, and it just went live November 1st in India. WadsPay token is pretty huge over there. Let's take a look at the website. Here is WadsPay. Look at this. It emerges. It's like PayPal on crack. CBDCs, stable coins, any type of crypto, any type of regular currency. Like, it just exchanges so much value for transactions. Like, you could just constantly transact in anything that you want. WadsPay is pretty huge over there. I'm really thinking about entering. Even at 7.5 cents, I'm thinking about it. I don't know. Because when it went up and then came down, it only came down like a little more than 50% of the move, which is pretty strong. I'm really thinking about it. Look at this. Use KuCoin for block? Nice. I use BitTrue. I used to use KuCoin, but then it went on BitTrue. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to have to wait. I really hope this thing doesn't rocket, man, because I currently don't have any reserves. All right, let's take a look at Legacy. Legacy is a huge project that actually just went live for staking like a month or so ago. People are finally able to stake, and it's sitting at the bottom of the 236. Great buying opportunity here. This used to be a couple pennies, and now it's like a fifth of a penny. Catch up laters, Moonshot XRP. All right, brother. Is there a wallet for block? Yes. Descent wallet. Descent wallet is what I use. Descent wallet is what I would use. I currently just hold my block in BitTrue. However, this is the wallet. And if you want to get the hardware wallet, you can get this Trezor Descent wallet. However, the app I use is Descent. I'll show you real quick. Hold on. All right, let me open this real quick. Here it is right here. You see it? Descent. Bam. I don't hold anything in it, but you can see Zenfin, right? So XDC, Matic, and Blocktopia are the ones that I only keep in here. So when I hold money in here, XDC, Zenfin, Polygon, which is Matic, or Blocktopia, which is what I hold in here. It's a great wallet. Descent. Actually, I should move my block. I should move my block. Let me see how much money I have in my bank account. Maybe I'll buy a little more block and then just move it all into my Descent wallet. Yeah, might as well. All right. I'm gonna buy another $55 worth. I'm gonna buy another $57 because of the fee and stuff like that. So this is my I buy it on Cash App, Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin on Cash App, and then I send it to BitTrue, the Bitcoin, and then I swap it. It's 50% cheaper than using Coinbase. That's what I love about it. It's 50% cheaper than using Coinbase. So that only costs me $1 to do that, right? Just to buy the Bitcoin. And that's it. It might cost a couple more pennies, but if I did that on Coinbase, it would have been like $2 or $3. Bam, confirm and send, and there goes the withdrawal. Yeah, you guys can't see it, but anyway, it's on the way to BitTrue. Then I'll sell the Bitcoin and buy it. It's so cheap. Is it cheaper than Binance? I don't know. I don't use Binance. I'm in New York, so I would have to use a VPN, and anything that I have to use a VPN for, I don't use. Because when they figure out you're using a VPN, then you're screwed. Then they get to keep whatever you have. I will not fall into that. All right, so here is block. Let's put it on the hourly. Here is block on the hourly. A lot of wicks on the bottom side, which is a good sign. A lot of wicks on the bottom. Look at that. Shooting star. Boom. It's a green shooting star. Shooting star over here. A little hammer candle up there. Some bearish engulfing candles. But then you have the 3 soldiers right there. So we'll see. We'll see how this plays out. I'd like to see it on the 3-minute time frame, actually. Let's take a look at the 3-minute time frame. Yeah, it was definitely in a downtrend right now. I really want this thing to turn around. I've been learning a lot. Still, I learn all the time. Constantly learning, ladies and gentlemen. Constantly learning. When I took Tino at Traders Reality, when I took his course on trading, on day trading, swing trade, he does all types of trading. He taught me so much. And then Rainier Teo, he taught me so much. I put both of their methods together, and then I studied candlestick patterns on my own, and that's it. And the main thing I learned that really helps out is leaning on the trend. Not only leaning on the trend, but also getting at least 3 to 4 positive signs for your trade before entering a trade. Binance have all their international rights. What they are doing, you can trust. Yeah, but I can't use Binance in New York. So if I can't use it, then I can't use it. I mean, how am I supposed to use it? Doge GF Trillionaire, how's your search for VR jobs going? What's your best entry point? I have not looked into it again. I've been busy. I have not even looked into it again. Oh, Henry's dreaming. Yeah, I can't even use Binance. They won't let me use it. Yeah, see, Binance is unable to provide services to US users. Look, it pops right up. I'm not going to use a VPN because I'm not going to use something I'm not supposed to be using. Because there are sites that sniff out VPNs and then lock you out for good. And your money's, I'm not going to get thousands of dollars locked somewhere I can't get it back from. That's not happening. Yeah, it was definitely political, but I'm not using it. No, no, no. All right, so XRP, we're going to sit and watch what happens. These are the areas right here. It's either going to tap into here and come down into here, or just tap into here, or it's going to fly up into this rectangle. This is going to be throughout the rest of today and tomorrow. We're going to see what happens. Yeah, that's awesome that you get to use it in the UK. I just showed you I can't use it. I cannot use it. They will not let me use it. As soon as I go on the site, as soon as I try to do anything, they do not let me. It'll pop up eventually and it'll say you're in the US, you can't use it. If you can use it in the UK, that's awesome. I wish I lived in the UK because I hear great things about Binance. I just can't for some reason. But I used to use Coinbase all the time and they're so expensive, right? So what I did was I figured out that if I buy Bitcoin on Cash App and then send the Bitcoin to Atomic Wallet or BitTrue, wherever, KuCoin, and then swap it for whatever crypto I want, it is 50% cheaper than using Coinbase. So that's what I currently do. That is what I currently do. We want to keep an eye on Bitcoin as well. So yeah, I'm going to pick up some more block, and then I'm probably going to troll YouTube a little bit and see what's going on. See what's... Oh, Joey B. Tunes is live. It's premiering.
Spraying it out with pesticides, easily identify the sheep and the snake, the real and the fake, giving us a reason to pray. I'ma make my own choices, a voice for the voiceless. They trying to destroy us, avoiding the poison.
If you're thinking of posting any kind of poetry, sonnet, Shakespeare text, or Wind Beneath My Wings sung in different keys and then mashed together in some hideous montage in order to help the people of Ukraine, please don't. It doesn't serve anyone, it just makes you look like a dick. What you could do are two things. Either shut the fuck up and don't do anything, or you could donate some money to the Ukraine people and make sure that they're getting enough supplies and food and being looked after. They're the two things you should do. The poetry, sonnets and Shakespeare is something you should steer very clear of. So, to recap, no poetry, no sonnets.
Yo, we're going to finish watching this. I want to just look at a couple things real quick. Am I using Binance US? I don't think I'm using Binance US or trying to use it. Todd B, I'm going to stack up as much as I can and use I Trust Capital Roth IRA, zero taxes when you pull out. Yeah, the IRAs, the I Trust Capital, the Roth IRA. Yeah, I Trust Capital. Yes. Yep. Zero taxes. I'm going to pay zero taxes too, but I'm not going to use an IRA. I'm using something different. Binance, let me see. BinanceUS.com. I did create an account on Binance.us before. I have. and it still would not let me deposit. It would not let me deposit money for some reason. I have tried it. In New York, it will not let me deposit money, even on Binance US.
No singing ridiculous songs. Just be quiet and shut the fuck up. Thank you.
Yo, that was great. How do you pay zero taxes? Well, the first thing, I mean, one of the main things I'm doing is I have a couple sites where I keep it in crypto and just use a debit card connected and just spend the cryptocurrency. That's one way. That's one way of doing it. Just keeping it in cryptocurrency and never turning it into a regular currency. Just keeping it as crypto. Or I can use it also and just put money into a company and just spend all the money on the company. Because when you have a corporation company, the money, say I make $100,000. If I put $100,000 into the company, now I don't have to pay taxes on that $100 because it got put straight into the company. I did not get to use it. However, I do get to use the perks of the company. So if I buy a vehicle for the company, now I get to use the vehicle. If I buy an office building for the company, well, now I get to use the office building. So they're my perks from the company. However, I don't have to pay taxes on it because I spent it all on the company. The only thing is I don't want to do the I Trust Capital Roth IRA thing because I want to custody my cryptos. I want to be the one who holds my crypto. Unless you're talking about when all the money goes up, then putting it into the IRA. I think there's something that happens if you try to do that quickly. I think you have to buy it and let it sit. I don't think you can make $1 million and then take that million and put it right into the IRA and then just spend it. I don't think that's how it works. But I'm not 100% sure. I will look into it, Todd. Actually, you know what? I'm going to make a note. All right. I'm going to research that. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Long term. Right. That's what I thought.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Test 1 2. 1 2 1 2. We're back.
Welcome
Lots
back.
to talk about. All the phonies are wearing yellow and blue now. Yeah, everybody cares so much about Ukraine. Meanwhile, half these people probably treat their mothers like dirt. You ever been in a car with somebody who's, going on about all the injustices in the world and how we should be more, tolerant and generous to people who are in need? Meanwhile, then when their mother calls, what? Mom, I told you not to call me. I'm busy.
That is so true what he's saying. It's so true. How you treat those closest to you is pretty much who you really are. And also, you're pretty much going to be known for the people you hang around as well, or judged.
Why do you always do this? Yeah, these are the same people who never post family photos or praise anyone in their family. It's all just them. Some of these people are resorting to getting naked now too. Yeah, that's always been a staple with these whack jobs to get attention.
Putin, war criminal! Putin, war criminal! Putin, war!
Yet all these people treat their mother and father like shit.
Criminal!
We're going to go through all these clips I can't show you on here on the Patreon today. And I know a lot of people are like, why don't you go on Rumble? BitChute. What is BitChute? It sounds like a ride at a water park. Like, what do you kids want to go on first? You want to go on the BitChute? What do you say? all these free speech platforms, there's tons of them. Yeah, they're all free speech until I get on there and start showing people twerking on corpses and open caskets at funerals. Yeah, then all of a sudden they're no longer free speech. I like having a secret club on Patreon. That's what I'm doing. Until there's a problem with that. And there will be. Of course there will be. And then I'll start my own platform. And if they
Man, my Patreon is looking really good, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on, I gotta fix this. I swear I have to buy a new mic arm or something. This mic arm that this is connected to, I like it, but I want to buy a new one, like a nice one like I used to have. I used to have a real nice one, but it broke. So I bought this one as a reserve. He's actually, Joey B. Tunes, he's using the same one. I have the same exact one that he's using right now.
shut that down, well, then I'll just go door to door and do my show.
Huge racks. Can't take the piss out of who's owl. Max, you can put in a 6K XR perfection. Todd B, if all women go on strike in Russia, guarantee you the man will stop the war.
I'll just start from the East Coast and spend my entire life performing in everyone's neighborhoods until I make it to the other side. See, there's always a backup plan.
Dear President Vladimir Putin,
shut the fuck up.
Speaking of getting your message out there, we got a rapper calling in later. This guy actually...
Binance has the cheapest fees. That's simple. So if anyone frequently trades this as an exchange for them, if you can use in your country, that is Binance in the worldwide, even Dubai. So you should be able to. Yeah, I can't. I've tried to use Binance US in the past. You saw I pulled it up. It had my name. It had my phone number, my password. It won't let me deposit. It won't let me do the KYC. It won't let me deposit. I've tried, Holly. Trust me, I have tried. The only way you'll be able to use it in New York is with a VPN.
Raps, though.
And I'm not using a VPN to do something.
Not the auto-tuned mumble bullshit. The worst. High Res is going to be calling in a little bit. He's been doing some really interesting...
But I really appreciate you trying to help me out to get some cheaper fees. I'll try again tonight, but I did try like a month ago and it didn't work.
Things lately. He performed in front of a protest on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial with guns drawn on him by the Secret Service. Yeah, we're going to ask him about that experience. He's been topping the charts with his brother Jimmy Levy. The interesting thing is the songs he's been putting out are songs about God and freedom, which somehow makes you an extremist now by the mainstream media. Meanwhile, artists who degrade women, promote drug use, or give lap dances to Lucifer are considered more balanced and reasonable forms of expression. Anyway, before we get started, I got to shout out my sponsor, Raycon. They sent me these earbuds. I've been using these things religiously. Ed filming his face. No context, just him holding his phone up to his face with a blank stare. His eye...
People are so fucking into themselves and crazy.
Eyebrows raised a little bit. Starts looking confused. And then it just ends. Makes no sense. I scroll a bit more. And then all of a sudden, another guy doing the same exact thing. No context, nothing. So I'm like, where is it?
People are like, do these people all think that they're like hot or God's gift to earth or women or men or something? Like, do these people like what do these people think? Narcissists are so disgusting. Narcissists are so disgusting. Ugh.
Where is this coming from? Why am I seeing this?
Anyone who is this into themselves could never be into you, okay? Any narcissistic person like this, you think they're going to care about their significant other? I don't think so.
Yes. These aren't even people I follow. So finally, I see above the post, it says suggested post, I challenge. eye challenge? What is the challenge? Is it a staring contest? I mean, what's the hurdle here? How do you win? And why is this being suggested to me? Why would you suggest this to anyone? There's no redeeming value to this. This can only do harm to you by consuming this footage. Instagram is basically committing psychological warfare upon its users. That's what's happening.
Oh my God, look at this one. What is, people are so into themselves. It's disgusting. Oh, look at the spider. I have the same clothing brand, actually. I have a few pieces of clothing with the same brand.
I know why it's suggested to me. This is calculated. Instagram has done everything from taking down my videos, threatening to delete my page, shadow banning me, unfollowing my page from people's accounts. The list goes on. So now they've resorted to torturing me by forcing me to watch the most idiotic, mind-numbingly stupid human behavior. They want war. That's what this is. This is psychological warfare. The eye challenge. This is where we're at. This is trending. More than one person is doing this. That's incredible.
That's because all the people who do selfies and all that crazy shit, they're just narcissists. Like, they just... Things that I've been taught throughout my life, the number one thing that people like to talk about in conversations is themselves. Anyone ever be in a conversation or have been in a conversation with someone, or maybe 2 or 3 people at once at a table, and you tell a story about, yeah, I was swimming and man, I went off this rope swing into the water, and then this other person jumps in and says, yo, I did the same thing, but the one I was at was like this high, 90 feet high. And man, I was so, and then they take over the conversation with a story that sounds a little better than yours, and it's all about them. Anyone ever have someone like that in their life where they always have to interrupt or counter with, they did the same thing, but it was a little better, and they just talk about themselves? The number one thing people like to talk about in conversations is themselves. And it's so gross. I had someone teach me a lesson a long time ago in my early 20s, and they said, you know how when we're in conversations or with my friends or something, and like you start saying that you did the same thing and this and that, she goes, don't do that. And I learned, and that was like 15 years ago, I want to say 14, 15 years ago. And I've learned a huge lesson, and I'm very happy that she took the time to tell me about myself, because I did make that change to my life, and I notice it in other people all the time. You feel me? Oh my God. They PMs 24 freaking 7.
I just never understand anything people are doing anymore. It's just one dumb challenge after another. I mean, whatever this is, if you're participating in these things, you have nothing going on. You got to make some changes in your life if this is what you're doing. How about the delete your TikTok challenge? You notice they never have that?
That's a good challenge. Delete your TikTok challenge. I like that challenge. That is a really good challenge. I can't stand TikTok. That's why I don't have it. You feel me? Stakes 950, 1.9% reinvestable every 30 minutes. I'll have 900K. Yo. Mr. NC, keep it up, man. Keep it up. Let me know how it goes.
That? The do something that doesn't require your phone challenge? See what this does to me? See, they know this upsets me. That's why they do it. Anyway. So I have an update on the Cheetahman situation. If you're not familiar, some guy wrote a fake bio about me, saying I went to school in Finland and all kinds of made-up nonsense. I've been documenting this entire saga. That information has now spread into the hands of Adam Carolla.
What inspired you to do this? I know you had an office job. You quit it in 2013. You started making the videos.
See, hold on a second. Now, that's a lie. See, I made a video about this. I got these guys online writing all this fake stuff about me. What office job?
I don't know.
Do you see what you've done, Cheetahman? You're a nuisance. What's going to happen on the next show I go on?
Oh man. All right, I don't want to show the whole thing because it's really long. But I love Joey B. Tunes. He is really great. Market Mobster, 12 minutes ago. Terra Luna, remember to profit with crypto. Oh my god, that's so funny. Look at Terra Luna. Let me show you guys something. Check this out. So, you see this right here? Boom. The second peak is where you normally pull. My wife has been invested. When I told her about Terra Luna and how undervalued it is, and how Solana and Cardano were overvalued and that they were going to come down a lot, she put a lot of money into Terra Luna at like $30. And I just had her cash out a majority of her Terra Luna at $102. And she did. She made a good amount of money. And then it came down. And then when we got this like double tap right down here, she invested it again at the second tap at $86. So, and she took a lot of it and got a couple thousand XRP too out of the deal. So she's been doing great with Terra Luna. And here we are. It passed the 50 EMA and is sitting, resting, about to bounce off it. And she reinvested down here. So that was a great move. We've been doing great with Terra Luna. Terra Luna is going to be hundreds and hundreds of dollars probably this year. By the end of the year, I think Terra Luna is going to be between like 700 and 1,000 probably. But Terra Luna is very undervalued. That's why we bought a ton of it at $30. Because when you do the TVL, the total value locked with the market cap, and you get that number, you could easily see how overvalued Cardano was, how overvalued Solana was, and you could see how undervalued Terra Luna was with all the great things they're doing. So that's why she took tons of profit here, got a bunch of XRP for free, thousands, and reinvested a majority back at $86. And once it continues higher than 104, it's price discovery mode. Price discovery mode. All right, let's see. Let's see what else is going on the YouTubes. Tell her it's going to 108 next up. All right, I'll let her know. How's everyone? Crypto taxes working out? Working out fine. I did not even have to... it hasn't even been a year since I've been holding my majority bags. So I did not have to report them for the last year. But this year, at the end of this year, I do have to report what I'm holding. But if it's been less than a year, you don't have to report what you're holding, only if you cashed out. And I didn't cash out. I'm still holding, so I did not have to report. But after 1 year, you have to report what you're holding. But if it's less than a year and you cashed out and made money, you have to report. It doesn't matter if it's been 2 months or a week, you have to report those capital gains. All right, here we go. All right, let's see. I used Zenledger to merge all my exchanges and wallets. Nice. Government didn't take the risk. I did, so feck taxes. If capital gains are under 12K in the UK, oh, nice. That is awesome. I personally don't know if that's true, but I'll take your word for it. Anyone who lives in the UK, I would definitely always do your own research. I'm not saying you're not wrong, or I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying nobody should ever just take the word of somebody is all I'm saying.
Sequence start. Been like, oh, I'm not ready yet. It's Monday. So, but I am ready now. So here we.
Yeah, so my my Patreon is getting decked out. My Patreon is getting an overhaul and will be ready to rock and roll by Friday. So if anyone's interested, it'll be there. And just let me know. It's going to be some other stuff that has to do mostly with day trading.
Here we go. Let's start with our crazy government talking about inflation. Listen to this.
I don't want to make a prediction exactly as to what's going to happen in the second half of the year. You know, we're likely to see another year in which 12-month inflation numbers remain very uncomfortably high.
You think? Well, guess what, Janet? That's why I'm buying gold right now as one of the things I'm doing. But I'm not just buying gold. I buy, and what I say on here, what I do is I want to have about 75% physical gold, but then I'm going to always have 25% in my Glint account because that allows me to use my gold debit. My Glint, it's a MasterCard debit card. The gold that I buy on here, I'm able to literally spend if I need to. So let's say
this guy always promoting. Oh my God. Let's fast forward. Jaded Blur will never sell out, by the way.
I'm trying to accumulate gold in my Glint account every week right now.
He's still talking about it 2 minutes later. Come on, bro.
Largest company in investment company in blockchain. They've got their hands in everything. They were an original early investor in Ripple, early investor in Coinbase. For me, Barry Silbert, you had a conviction on both XRP and Ripple in 2016, but by 2019 you were using the same line. And folks, it's not a mistake. It is the same line. Mike Novogratz, Anthony Pompliano, they've all been using this line, and the line is, oh, I'm an investor in Ripple and I'm very bullish on the company. I just don't understand XRP.
Better to be in the UK than Vietnam. Ah, bro, that's hilarious. Yo, guys, hang out with the digital asset investor for a few minutes. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee downstairs. All right. You guys want me to record it? I got my vlogging camera here. Do you guys want me to record going to get coffee downstairs? Yo, this little vlogging camera. I cannot wait to upload my first real vlog for you guys out in the real world. Like, I'm going to go out in the real world and I have a cameraman and I'm going to go around the mall, probably go in Best Buy or maybe some other stores. And who knows? Maybe I'll go get a massage at one of the places in the mall, but we're going to do a vlog and I cannot wait to upload my first vlog. And I hope it does some cool stuff for my channel because I pretty much plateaued around 3,900 or 3,090, whatever, subscribers. So I want to change things up and do a little vlog. Anyway, I'm going to leave that here. I'm just going to go make a quick cup of coffee, hang out with the digital asset investor. I'll be right back.
It's not on my conviction list yet. So my question is, because now we know that Mike Novogratz was one of the people that was in communication with Bill Hinman around the time that Ethereum got the free pass. And my question is, Barry, did you have any communications with the SEC? Did these guys know something that we didn't know? And did any of them act on it, on knowing something we didn't know? Because that's where a problem enters in for me. Have these people all, and I'm not saying they have, I'm just asking the question, have these people been buying and selling and doing things based on knowledge that the public didn't have? That's my question. Okay, interesting. I was looking through, as I sometimes do. I was on Brad Garlinghouse's Twitter feed, and it's interesting to look at the tweets he likes sometimes. He liked this one, and this one said, "Our time is coming. I love XRP." Now, he may have liked that because he loves XRP, or he might have liked that because our time is coming. I hope that's the reason he liked that. Anyway, I thought it was interesting. Now, folks, with all of this, we got two problems with Ethereum that we talk about all the time on this channel. The two problems with Ethereum is, one, the Ethereum free pass, but the other is the disguised whales in the ICO, and I think they go hand in hand. Both of them should be investigated. I don't think there's any question about that. Okay? Well, to me, it's important to look back at what happened in the Bernie Madoff case if you really want to get your arms around what, not just the SEC, but what Congress is allowing, because history often repeats itself, folks. All right, this letter right here, the world's largest hedge fund is a fraud. It was sent on November 7th, 2005, and it was sent by a guy named Harry Markopoulos, okay? This is the guy who was the whistleblower for Bernie Madoff. He was telling these people, it was like 8 or 9 years, he was warning the SEC that Bernie Madoff was a fraud, and they ignored him. But he did it over and over, folks, okay? Just like we've been doing with Ethereum, okay? That's why I want to draw this parallel, because it is not different, and it also applies to Congress. Congress is not going to be able to put these Ethereum people in front of Congress or the SEC in front of Congress and do the same parade that they did, that I'll show you in a minute, that they did with Bernie Madoff, where they're like, "We can't believe you did this. How could you not have discovered?" There were people trying to show you what Bernie Madoff did, and you ignored them. Why? And it's on you. Well, this time it's going to be on the SEC and on Congress, because all of them know we're letting them know. We're putting them on notice. They're not going to be able to sit up there and act like they didn't know. Let me show you why. Well, first of all, it's important that you understand, because this to me is one of the lost stories of the Bernie Madoff. See, what we're all supposed to believe on the Bernie Madoff story was that, okay, this one guy here, Harry Markopoulos, he discovered it and he was trying to let the SEC know about it, but that was the extent of it. But that wasn't the extent of it. Several some of the largest law firms, or not law firms, largest investment firms on Wall Street also knew something didn't smell right, and none of them did anything about it, but they didn't expose their clients to it. Look at this. This was in his document that he sent. It says, red flag number 20, Madoff is suspected of being a fraud by some of the world's largest and most sophisticated financial services firms. Without naming names, here's an abbreviated tally. Then he names a name. A managing director at Goldman Sachs' prime brokerage operation told me that his firm doubts Bernie Madoff is legitimate, so they don't deal with him. You see what happens, folks? This is the actual document that he submitted to the SEC. Now, so based on all of this, I decided I would put this together. I did this weekend as a whistleblower alert and said Congress must investigate the Ethereum ICO and the Ethereum free pass. You won't be able to hold hearings later and say you...
All right, we're at 9:16. I want to refresh because he just recently uploaded, so it's not giving us the best quality. Let's see.
What happens, folks? This is the actual document that he submitted.
Usually, whenever I upload a YouTube video for people to watch, it has to be done with the HD and doing everything. If I upload early, it won't be crystal clear like this. So let's see. Hopefully it changes.
Submitted to the SEC. Now, so based on all of this, I decided I would put this together. I did this weekend as a whistleblower
Still
alert and said Congress must investigate the Ethereum ICO and the Ethereum Free Pass. You won't be able to hold hearings later and say you didn't know, watch it all. Now, I'm not going to show it all. I'm going to show you the part about the Bernie Madoff thing, but I will tell you the second two parts. One of them is when John Deaton is holding up all the redacted stuff on the Hinman emails or the Hinman deposition. He's holding up the pages and pages of SEC redactions, like every word on a page, and how ridiculous that is. I may show you some of that. And then the last part, of course, is Joseph Lubin helping whales disguise their purchases. But watch this.
If you look at who the victims were not, you'll notice that the major firms on Wall Street had no money with Mr. Madoff.
I mean, you write this is the letter, I'm quoting from the letter to the Securities and Exchange Commission, red flag number 20. Madoff is suspected of being a fraud by some of the world's largest, most sophisticated financial services firms. And then you list some of the firms.
Yes, I do.
The biggest firms on Wall Street, and conversations with people high up in those firms.
That is correct. And the SEC ignored that.
Did they call any of these people?
All the SEC had to do was pick up the phone. They never did.
If you had executives at the biggest investment houses in Wall Street that knew something was wrong, why do you think they didn't go to the SEC?
Because people in glass houses don't throw stones, and self-regulation on Wall Street doesn't work.
In a bad economy, Madoff's lies simply collapsed under their own weight.
No one was investigating Mr. Madoff at the end.
So he turned himself in before anybody in a position of authority began a serious investigation.
That's typically how the SEC does it. They come in after the crime has been committed. They toe tag the victims, count the bodies, and try to figure out who the crooks were after the fact, which does none of us any good. Have delivered the largest Ponzi scheme in history to them, and somehow they couldn't be bothered to conduct a thorough and proper investigation because they were too busy on matters of higher priority. If a $50 billion Ponzi scheme doesn't make the SEC's priority list, then I want to know who sets their priorities.
That was Harry Markopoulos, the whistleblower, who says his warnings about alleged multi-billion-dollar Ponzi schemer Bernie Madoff were ignored by the SEC for more than a decade. And especially...
I love that thumbnail they've got there. That looks like my thumbnail today. SEC outrage.
On Capitol Hill, a remarkable hearing, the SEC representatives were asked by lawmakers to explain how they completely missed Madoff's alleged fraud, though they'd been alerted to it by this whistleblower. So the questioning by Congressman Gary Ackerman of New York was remarkable to witness. Take a look as he blasted the SEC witnesses.
What the heck went on? Your mission, you said, was to protect investors.
Where have you heard
detect
that?
Fraud quick.
The reason I hold XLM, I hold at least 10,000 XLM stellar lumens because Jed McCaleb started with Chris Larson at Ripple and XRP, right? And then Jed went and did stellar lumens on his own. Well, I think Jed still works with Ripple. I think there's something we don't know. So that is why I hold XLM stellar lumens. And I will continue to. But XRP is going to always be my #1 cryptocurrency.
How'd that work out?
But I will always hold a minimum of 10,000 stellar lumens.
What went wrong? It seems to me a private, with all of your investigators and all of your agency and everything that you all described, one guy with a few friends and helpers discovered this thing nearly a decade ago, led you to this pile of dung that is Bernie Madoff and stuck your nose in it, and you couldn't figure it out.
That's the dirty little secret, folks. I think they could figure it out. I think they did figure it out and ignored it. History repeats itself, doesn't it?
You couldn't find your backside with two hands if the lights were on. Could you explain yourselves? You have single-handedly diffused the American public of any sense of confidence in our financial markets if you are the watchdogs. You have totally and thoroughly failed in your mission. Don't you get?
Exactly, Mr. NC. They're involved with the World Economic Forum named XLM Stellar Lumens, XRP, Algorand, CeeLo, Cardano. There's one more I think in there that's as a top 6. Their picks of cryptocurrency. XLM Stellar Lumens was definitely one of them.
Get it? And now other people are investigating what you should have found out, and you're hiding behind, well, maybe we can't talk because someone else is looking at it. Well, you forfeited your right to investigate by not doing it, certainly not doing it properly or adequately. And now you're trying to tell us that because other people are looking at it, you're not going to tell us what's going on? Like hell you won't. What happened here?
I'm going to stop there, but I do have a question. Where are the Ackermans at this Mr. Ackerman? Where are they in our Congress now?
Wow, look at that. Let's take a look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get to Twitter. Oh shit, it wants me to sign in. Damn it. Oh shit, I put a symbol in there on accident. Here we go. All right. Let's see what happens here.
Now, where are the gunfighters? Where are the guys who stand up and have a pair and stand up for what's right and wrong?
Oh, Henry wants to say hi. You gonna say hi to everybody? Let's get some Henrys in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get some Henrys in the chat. Henry is here. Henry is here. Say hi. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Yeah, you are. You're a good boy. You gonna say hi to everybody in this camera too? Huh? Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Oh, you want to take a nap? Do you want to take a nap? You say hi to everybody? Huh? Mwah. You're such a good boy. Yes, you are. All right, he's in his bed. He's back in his bed. He can't have his chair next to me anymore. He's got to be on the floor in his new bed because he had that surgery last week. So a couple more days, let him get healed up, and we'll put the chair next to me again, and he'll be back up in his chair resting next to me. And then we can... He's making his bed right now. Well, he was making his bed. He's just sniffing around. Hold on, give him a minute. Oh, he made his bed. He's good to go. Henry, you good to go, Henry? Yeah, he's good to go now. All right, there we go. He's such a good boy.
Where have they gone? What has happened to this country? It's sickening. It makes me sick for my children's sake. What has happened to this country?
Well, Holly, if XLM goes up 300-400% before XRP, then I will be moving my XLM tokens, a majority of the profit, and buying more XRP. So the reason I invest in a couple other cryptocurrencies is because I think they will move before XRP. And if that happens, and when that happens, I take those profits and buy a bunch more XRP. So anything else that I hold besides XRP is only to gain more XRP. That's the only reason.
When did the truth stop mattering in this country? When did right and wrong?
When did the truth stop mattering? That's what I want to know. You're the XRP queen? Well, it's nice to meet you, XRP queen. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm hodling till the end, rich or broke. Yes, XRP is a lifelong investment, generational wealth. I will be holding XRP all the way to the end. 50% of my XRP I will not touch for 5 years. The other 50% I will take profits as I see fit.
Long becomes something we had to beg for. Just makes me sick. All right. Crypto well, Europe is banning Bitcoin mining tomorrow, which will completely destabilize the Bitcoin network. Whales are rushing to dump. I expect lots of blood and volatility in the coming days. And then Jake Travinsky all of a sudden thinks that we've got this big crypto industry problem that needs to be solved. Make no mistake, if they manage to ban proof of work, they'll come for proof of stake next, and every other Sybil resistance mechanism after that. This isn't just about environmental impact. It's about the right of non-state money to exist. Their strategy is divide and conquer. Let's not fall for it. My question, Jake, is where were you? You have no shame. We've kicked and screamed about why you've done nothing to support Ripple or John Deaton on behalf of all the 65,000 plus XRP holders. And now you want us to rally together? You say we're all in this together? Is that what you think? What a joke. And I had a Digital Chamber of Commerce, Blockchain Association where he works, and Perry Ann Boring in that, because she's part of the problem as far as I can tell. This Bitcoin environment potential ban reminds me, remember a few months ago, December, Chris Larson, you may have seen me and others advocate for Bitcoin to move away from proof of work to address energy consumption long term. A common pushback is that miners would never get on board with this. Well, today I'm proposing a solution to that. So he had put out a solution to this problem. And then this guy tweets, ignore anyone who tries to say Bitcoin uses too much energy if they still cool with AC, hang Christmas lights, drive a car, eat red meat, etc., etc., etc. And then I said, Bitcoin maxis always avoid the elephant in the room. They present this, and I'm not going to read my whole thing there, but they always frame this in it's Bitcoin versus the old economy. But they act like Bitcoin is the only digital asset. It's the only solution. When they know full well that there are other digital assets that don't have the energy problem or many of the other problems like being too expensive that Bitcoin has. They don't have the scaling problem. They don't have any of the problems. Two of those would be XRP and XLM. But these guys do not want to talk about that ever, because the second that they start talking about that, there's no conversation left, because Bitcoin is a dinosaur. It's a prototype. All right, and Hassan Al-Anazi weighs in as he does. If you're an XRP holder, you don't have to worry at all about European environmental sustainability standards. Good point. Now, this clip from Glenn Beck is interesting. Listen up.
Of this economy and the collapse of the dollar, and I want you to listen carefully.
The collapse of the dollar. Here we go. Here's another guy. Dollar's not going anywhere, man. Nope.
Yesterday, or day before yesterday, no, it was yesterday that they actually announced and showed it, the new executive order to develop a plan to regulate cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Now, this is being heralded as a good thing because they kicked the can down the road, and that's true. And that's what's getting the headlines. However, it's inevitable that the government is going to attempt to regulate Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. We all know that's coming in one form or another. But something else that was tucked into that was worse. Something that has much bigger implications for the future of America than even anything happening in Ukraine or Russia. In the same White House announcement instituting new regulatory schemes for cryptocurrencies, they also said they are going to direct the Treasury Department to urgently study the development of a potential U.S. central bank digital currency, a new digital dollar. Urgently study. Well, we know The Fed is already doing a study and have been doing a study with the Hamilton Project with MIT on this for a long time. We've shown you the Treasury white papers all about digital currencies and what they plan on doing with the U.S. Fed dollar. They've done all of this. They've done it for the last few years. We know because we've seen their own white papers. But here's what they're doing now. Now they're making it public and with new urgency. They say within the next 6 months, the government is going to roll out a plan to create a new digital currency. This will mean the destruction of the dollar is coming. Your dollar is coming.
A digital dollar does not mean the destruction of the real dollar. There will be digital dollar and real dollar. One's digital, one you can hold in your hand. It's not going to change anything except for the fact that we will now have a digital dollar. I don't see how these people can't wrap their head around that. Why does something always have to go away for good? Like, it's unreal.
Been warning about this for years, and the golden opportunity with the chaos in Ukraine, I think, has opened the door for the Biden administration because of inflation, gas prices, oil, everything.
I think it opened the door as well to usher in a digital dollar, but I don't think that means the real dollar is going to go away.
About your life will be different soon.
Remember Rahm Emanuel, never let a crisis go to waste, because then you can do things that you couldn't do before.
Paper money's not going away anytime soon. That's not happening.
Glenn Beck is right about Project Hamilton, building a hypothetical central bank digital currency. But I do want to show you this and it's been done with MIT and the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston. It's not the only. This is not the only.
But I will tell you what, we will see, because the future's coming. So we will see what's actually going to happen. But I strongly believe that the dollar is not going to go anywhere. There will be a digital dollar. XRP will be the world bridge currency, and I will still be pulling physical money out of my wallet without a problem. You will still have it. Buying some digital Chinese, digital yuan, I mean, that's China. That's communist. We're a democracy. And whose name is on there? Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is Rosie Rios. Rosie Rios is on all 3 of these bills. Her name is on all 3 of these $20 bills in my wallet. Rosie Rios. And she works for Ripple. So if you guys really think that the government hasn't been in on this the whole time, you're mistaken.
Project that's been in the works for central bank digital currencies. You've also got the digital dollar project, and that's the one that with Chris Giancarlo, who used to be with the CFTC. Now, when so we don't know what all's behind. Now, if I'm guessing, you'll see in this mix, you would see like an Algorand and some of those. In this mix, I'm thinking XRP XLM. We don't know who's behind what, but we do know that it's not Bitcoin. This is the guy that's behind. He's from the Boston Federal Reserve, and he's involved in. Sometimes it was never Bitcoin, folks. Okay, I like this quote. Patrick Bet David, the wise man puts all his eggs in one basket and watches the basket. Andrew Carnegie. XRP is my basket.
Andrew Carnegie. It's Andrew Carnegie. How does he not know Carnegie?
I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes.
Andrew Carnegie. Anyway, that was great. He also just put out another video 20 minutes ago. Good for him. He's really uploading today. Very good. Here's Bitcoin. XRP sitting at 76 cents. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to see what happens with the 50 EMA. Remember, there's a lot of people who went short. I think those people are going to get screwed. I think we are going to have a bear trap where we come down, boom, and just ramp up into this 90 cent, 88, 90 cent area. We'll see what happens, though. Who knows what's really going to happen? Which parts liquidity are we going to tap? Are we going to tap up here? Are we going to tap down here? Or are we just going to come up to about 81 or 82 cents and then come back down to 78, 79 cents and then bounce around going sideways? We're going to see what happens. All I know is that this is very good. Volatility. This is what you want to see. Volatility. Up, down. What you don't want to see is just crazy sideways action like this, just flat. The fact that we are getting volatility is very, very good. That's what I like to see. I think we're going to see something soon, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting a lot of good news. The fundamentals, the world adoption, everything that is happening, the volume that's coming in. Things are going to be changing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Jada Blur. Until next time, we'll put out some more videos. I appreciate all of you. Love you guys, man. Peace out. Thank you so much.
I got zeroed out my membrane, you keep calling me insane. Every single day more XRP is what I obtain. No more cash, no more cars, only QR codes. No more proof of work, we running validated nodes. This is the life that I chose. They look at the cons, I look at the pros. I'm always bullish in the shows. Now you wanna ask about XRP, I am not telling. Now you want some of my XRP, I am not selling, it's not for sale. Honestly, I just wish you well, cause I'm XRP for well. I'm XRP for life and that's forever, can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. I'm XRP for well, I'm XRP for life and that's forever, can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. XRP taking the lead, come equipped with institutional speed. XRP giving the go to proceed, don't listen to FUD, I know they mislead. Try to tell them but I know they don't care. ODL, no nothing compared. Back in the day I was willing to share, now I don't have any left to spare. Source some liquidity on demand, try to tell them but they don't understand. Holding my ledger right hand, my hand, see the signs it was already planned. Digital economy, it's already here. I'm talking about the moon, they think I majored in astrology. Haters talking trash, I think they majored in garbology. Focus on my future, so I invest in technology. Number one is where we ranking. Come on. And if you don't have XRP, then I do not know what you thinking. This the time, this the year, this the place to be. Hard and strong all day long, doing it faithfully. Keep that negative energy far away from me. It's not our fault that we seeing something that you can't see. I got my hands on some on-demand liquidity, and I'ma hold on to it now into infinity. This the greatest wealth transfer the world will ever see. But I'm not talking, I'm about to go buy me more XRP, cause I'm XRP for well, I'm XRP for life and that's forever, can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. I'm XRP for well, I'm XRP for life and that's forever, can't you tell? I just keep on buying while they telling me to sell. The whole world gonna be shocked when XRP break out its shell, and that's when we prevail. I'm XRP for well, for well, I'm XRP for well, I'm XRP for life and that's forever, can't you tell? Can't you tell?